Let us produce safe and good food. That's the only thing we want. We want to do our business. We're the best of the world. We produce the most safe food with the less footprint all over the world. I think we're the best in the world. So just let us produce the food.
This is Lewis Brackpool for Rebel News, and in this report, I'll be speaking to a cattle trader. And this cattle trader is not only well known in his community, but is very actively involved with the protests happening around the Netherlands due to Mark Rutte's government and their radical green policies. Now, as you probably should know by now, is the reason why the Dutch farmers are in revolt at the minute is due to the government has declared a nitrogen emissions crisis, which means livestock is to be slashed by 50%, a limitation on fertilizer usage.
Yeah, I don't know. The best way is to negotiate with the Dutch government, but they don't want to change the plan. They hold on to their own plan. But after that, yeah, I don't know, maybe harder actions or we keep going on protesting.
Yeah. And you've been very active with the protests and, of course, with the flags. You hang them upside down, and that's a signal to distress. Is that correct? Or like a call for help, almost.
Yeah, it's a sign of emergency.
Yeah.
The story goes back in 1972, I believe, when he had a ship out on the ocean and it was in trouble. They had emergency. They put the flag upside down. So that's what we want to show with the flag over here as well.
Yeah. There's some people who say that it's almost offensive to do that. What do you say to these people who believe that it's offensive or anything like that?
No, I don't want to say that. It's everyone knows what the Dutch flag means. So when you go back to that story, it's a sign of emergency, and I believe that Holland is really in an emergency situation.
Yeah.
When you reduce your cattle, people don't have anything to eat anymore. When you have a little less to eat, the population in the world is growing, so we need to produce more food in the world. And what the government here wants to do is to reduce the cattle, so we can produce less food. And I think that brings a lot of trouble.
Yeah. If you had a message for Mark Rutte and the government, whether it be for negotiations, what would you say to Mark Rutte?
Let us produce safe and good food. That's the only thing we want. We want to do our business. We're the best of the world. We produce the most safe food with the less footprint all over the world. I think we're the best in the world. So let us produce the food.
Yeah. And do you mind me asking, how long have you been a cattle trader for?
Yeah, my dad was it as well. So I've been in the business for all my life. Yeah. And when I was 18, I take the business from my dad. Yeah. And I do it. I'm 33 now. So I do that already for a long time.
Yeah. And last question, how does that make you feel with the slash of livestock and potentially your business can basically go? Like, how does that make you feel?
It's a way of life. This isn't a job you choose. It's a way of life. So it makes me very sad when I'm not able anymore to trade cattle, to be with the farmers.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Honestly, I appreciate your time. Honestly, thank you. If you are enjoying our boots on the ground journalism, you can keep yourselves up to date over at farmerrebellion.com. And if you are really enjoying it, you could even chip in if you wanted to. And that's over at farmerrebellion.com. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who's donated so far and supporting us.